Vegemite.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
No veg. I think I can scrape one out of there. Oh my God. Guess where I've got to go? I've got to go to Foodland, the man cave. Okay. Vegemite. The quest for Vegemite. What do we got? Okay. Thankfully, we are blessed with an online shopping system here called Lazada. And if we have a look at the Lazada here, we do have options for Vegemite. Look at that. 199 baht, 199 baht, 231 baht, 202 baht. And they're all doing 220 gram. Now I have bought these before. That was during the COVID times because pretty much everything was shut down and you couldn't get out, so it became a godsend. But it's been one of those things. All the travellers coming from Australia haven't been coming over during COVID and bringing the extra supplies, so what are you supposed to do? Anyway, we have got a bit of a godsend for us here in Thailand. There is a special retail store chain out there called Foodland. There's a couple of other little specialties, but what we do, well, I personally use Foodland because it's the nearest one, and I'm going to take you for a quick ride out there. Go and check out the outside because they don't like you to film inside, of course. We might get a few sneak shots, you never know. And again, we'll take you for a ride. You seem to like that riding stuff. It's not too far. If you look out the window, from where I am here, well, there's our little moo barn out here, but Foodland is roughly in that direction over there, about 5 kilometres. And you won't believe what we've got to do to actually get there. There's no straight path, which is rather frustrating. There are a few things here in Thailand that we do find difficult to get from our standard diet from Australia. One being proper chocolate Tim Tams. What they're selling in the shops over here ain't what we used to eat back in Australia, unless of course they changed them back in Australia, who knows. What else is there? Arnott's biscuits. There's a shortage of Arnott's biscuits. But worst of all, of course, is the Vegemite crisis here. Lazada or Foodland, and the price you're paying, you will not believe. Anyway, bike's ready. As I talk about the convoluted way to actually get there, it's not far away, but you got to go all this zigzag. Oh, it's crazy. Anyway, let me get my helmet on, and we'll get out of here and go and do a little run to Foodland. Let me do my jacket up. Flapping around in the breeze. It says Leo Sai. Let's go left. Looks like another nice day today. We went out to dinner last night with Jerry and his girl, and Chris, who's just come back from the US, and Jerry's off next week. He's off to New York next Tuesday, so we decided we'd have a bit of a dinner date. There's a couple of TikTok shots of that, I think, on the TikTok platform. We didn't do a video last night on that one. It was more of a, private function get together. Not the sort of thing you can really make a video out of, unless of course you put 20 different cameras around the room, which we don't really have access to. Anyway, it was a good dinner. Some good Italian food. It's again one of the things we tend to not get too much out the west here is Italian eateries. There are a couple, but most of the restaurants around here are all Thai fusion or something of that level. They keep filling that land up and it keeps on subsiding. Looks like they've got a grand opening today. Looks like it. That might be on later this afternoon. There might be a video in that. Who knows? But me going alone wouldn't make much sense because I wouldn't know what's going on, and Chanya's got to work today, so What's this guy gonna do? Yes, I want to make that left turn there, so I have to wait for a gap. I'll squeeze in after that one. You'll get to see a few more of the little restaurants and things like that out this way. That's a new one. Looks like it's only just going up. Another one of these water-styled restaurants. It's all new. Yes, I get a bit of feedback and to say, look, if you like to get these ride videos, it's really up to you guys to add a few comments down below, just to let me know that this is the sort of thing you like to see in the different areas of where we live. But it's very hard to gauge the enthusiasm. You know, so it's your feedback that gets me making more of this stuff. So make sure you get that like button hit and all that sort of stuff, you know. It says turn here. Still amazed by that sort of accommodation, but yeah, I guess you have a roof over your head, don't you? You see all sorts of stuff out in the backyards of people's houses, honestly. Yeah, to the left of us here is the Buddhist monastery. Now, I've ridden around there a few times in previous videos, but again, it's probably time for me to actually do another one of those little ride-throughs to show you the actual place. There's a museum inside as well, which I haven't checked out. I don't know how well it caters for English-speaking foreigners. Buddhism is a very sort of sacred part of Thai tradition and culture here, and they don't really give much credence to making sure it's explained very well. Because what they teach as Buddhism in the West is really not what's taught as Buddhism here. Buddhism here is a way of being. It's a raison d'être, a reason for being, and they do it extremely well. And if you're looking for some scripture-based faith, it's not a bad one to pursue. But again, I come from the school of hard knocks, and if you don't learn science, then you're always going to be wondering how the rain fell. I don't know if you remember, we took you to that little restaurant about, 6 months ago? Anyway, there's a link up in the corner there for that restaurant if you want to check that one out. Quite an interesting little theme they've got going there. I should stop and actually film that Klong style living, shouldn't I? Rather than try to turn my head and ride the bike. I'll work at the best way. I really need a second or third camera set up just for doing those sort of B-roll shots. I know there's a couple of riders, guys that do the riding stuff, they actually stop. I think Serge has recently started doing some riding videos on his channel. He recently bought himself a nice little mid-sized bike for getting around the place and doing some cruising. God, I hate those little... We got clearance, but yeah, still, don't like the noise of an exhaust scraping. Okay, here we go. We're good. We're clear. so that's Kudamontong Century. It houses or hosts the largest freestanding Buddha, from what I recall. I know we've done a few videos there, talked about it at least anyway. Anyway, we're good. Right. To the right of us here is an interesting residence. From what I understand, it's actually the residence of King Rama X and his military entourage. It's sort of very, very hush-hush, and maybe I shouldn't say any more than that. Well, that's the other thing. We really don't joke about, you know, the Venice of Asia. The amount of klongs we have, even out here, is amazing. And I got to remember to self-cancel my indicators. I'm terrible at that, I know. I'll sneak in behind the Honda there. And I'm pretty sure I've taken you a little tour around this little establishment a little while ago. There is our Foodland, by the way. Just got to look for the motorcycle parking. We've got one motorcycle parked over there. I'm going to assume the fact if you want to do Foodland, you want to be near Foodland. Yeah, I think that's the motorcycle parking. I don't know why they're parked that way when the arrows definitely say the other way around. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is the one for the motorcycle. Yeah. Good. Okay. You never can be too careful. I almost locked my keys in there. Let me just check again. Yeah. Okay. Right. Oh, good. Okay. What do we got? We've got keys over here. Let's just lock the bike. There we go. Good. Okay. Let's wander around here. I'm trying to be a little bit discreet today with the camera so that it doesn't raise too much suspicion. Walking around with your handle all the time, out in display, sort of tends to worry people these days. 20 years ago, it was a different thing, wasn't it? But yeah, so we did a wander around here. Again, I'll put a link to that video up there where we took a wander around. Things change here so dramatically here in Thailand. Half the shops have probably changed since we did that video anyway. But this is our Foodland. Foodland have a lot of imported alcohols. Again, trying to be discreet. They also have a little restaurant or restaurantette attached to all Foodlands called Tukladi. And if you're in a 5 kilometre grab radius, it's quite a handy way to sort of pick up an extra meal or two. They're sort of more westernised Thai meals than just genuine sort of off the street. They do tend to be a bit more expensive. Anyway, as I said, I can't really film in here, so I'm just going to take a wander in, get the supplies I need and get back out. There we go, nice and easy, simple drop in, drop out. I know where everything is. Of course, I've got a couple of extras there as well, might as well. Okay, so what do we get? We've got a couple of these things. I just absolutely love these. I can get these pretty much anywhere, but if you've never tried them, they're Metallic canola oil, very hard to get hold of. I do like it on my sandwiches. And Cadbury's chocolate, trying to find Cadbury's chocolate is such a drama. And that's about the biggest block you'll see here in Thailand, honestly. And of course the good old trusty Vegemite there. It is the same price in Foodland as it was on Lazada, but I've rode out here rather than wait 2 days for somebody to deliver it for 29 baht, so it's all good. Anyway, just to swap that stuff out, put the stuff in here and swap the helmet out, so that requires me to have 4 hands. Okay, the run back home. Got to get moving, it's a bit hot sitting there doing nothing. There is a sort of a, what I would call a rule of thumb with the transport and road systems. They have a fairly good distribution to get the traffic out of the city, but when you want to get back, you know, into the city, it always seems a bit more convoluted. As we've got 9 million people in, you know, greater Bangkok, I guess. Oh, really? Could we just get over here? Thank you. I also add the fact that this is a public holiday weekend. I'm trying to get around here, but I will get into the main lane here and then negotiate to run across. Oh, that's probably another thing I should add. If you are going to be buying a bike here for Thailand, definitely consider these mid-range size bikes, something from a 500 or 750cc capacity. You probably will never ever need anything larger than that here in Thailand, unless of course you're a boy racer, or a girl racer for that matter. But yeah, you just need a bit of a power just to get through and out of those little trouble spots. And like merges here. Right, okay. Always knowing that you have more power than the car beside you is a very handy thing, that's for certain. Again, that's put them on Tonsai Ha flyover. We're just doing like a figure 8 roundabout loop here. And we've just had some rain. Wonder if I can miss this. Used to be Tesco Lotus, now it's just Lotuses, you know. That's the other big chain supermarkets we have out here. So we've got our Big C at OMG, and that's Lotuses at Salia. I could probably make a playlist of all the little restaurants we've eaten at over the last few years along this road specifically. I think I can think of just off the top 5 at least that we've been to. So I won't link them all up there. I can only put 5 little pins up the top. I'll be selective. And again, don't ask me to remember their names. Coffee. It's a coffee something or other, so that was one we did. Had a little sort of a boat theme inside. We've stopped at this one here. Well, I think we've stopped there twice. We've eaten there twice. I got my indicator on, he thinks I'm going to stop there. That one there, it was on our list of to-dos. Oh no, we went there, yeah, that's right, we've done that one. And I think we've done that one. And here comes the rain, so we're going to get a few drops of water on the lens, and I don't need my map, so let me just pull over here. And it's not an IP68 phone, but I do know where I'm going. I don't need the road map from here. Let me just take that off. This one here on the left I think is called Lemon Tree. That's right, that's it. We've been there. I think we've eaten there twice as well. It's a nice place to eat at. I'm trying to work out, is this a new one that they're putting together? A nice little pond built. Yeah, I'm guessing there's something that'll be built there eventually. We might visit that one next year. And of course, if you search the channel for Don Y or What Don Y, you'll see at least probably half a dozen videos of the what, and of course the market. We tend to film the market there, not the what just as background. But it is quite famous. It's a water market, a floating market, the whole thing. Good food, if you like seafood. I think we all like seafood, don't we? Now again, this is Sunday, isn't it? Temple Day. This is where I wish I had the scooter, of course. Lane splitting with a bit of rainy water on the ground is always a bit on the dodgy side of things. DIY Big C Mini. I've already covered this before on another video, but you know, plenty of convenience stores around the place. Looks like it's market day there today, maybe. Can never work it out. There's 3 markets and they rotate on a weekly basis on who's open. We probably don't have the population to have all 3 markets open 7 days a week, so they've conveniently sort of, you know, that one will open 2 days a week, that one will open 2 days a week, and that one might open 3 days a week, and there might be an overlap one day on something, who knows. And what's he doing? Is he going to try to run out in front of me? Who knows. I've got lights on. That doesn't really mean a thing though. I'm fairly visible. My nice shiny silver jacket on a silver bike. Yeah. I'm pretty sure some Thais need glasses and they're too vain to wear them. I'm not speaking anyone particularly, but my girls sort of, if the shoe fits, wear it. Anyway, we're on the home stretch now. God, the way they put these buildings up, I wasn't there a couple of days ago. Shit. We had Italian last night, we had some great pasta. I must come up here and get some odds and ends and make my own spaghetti bolognese. Family loves my spaghetti bolognese. I might even film you making it. Film me making it. Film you making it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, come on, cut that out. I might even film me making it and showing them eating it and not dying. Yeah, okay, that just sounds weird. We're at the end of the video anyway, so it's all good. All good. You can stay in there. Video's long enough as it is. And I'll keep mentioning it, if you want to come and live out this way, 1.79 million, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, a little terrace house. So it's semi-detached, I suppose you'd call it, or terrace style. Certainly beats living in a condo. Then you get to ride your bike all day. I still don't know whether I would eat the fish in that river, but the Thais do. Oh, there we go. We are home, and guess what they've done? They've gone and put the cars inside, and no, it's a car. Where did they put my car? Somebody's taken my car? Oh, okay, didn't know about that. Okay, what do we got? Open some gates. Yes, we've got an extra bike here at the moment. Bee's around because Mother's visiting friends. That's probably where B is right now. It's probably picking Mother up. Okay, up we go. Of course, this is where a big Harley would come in handy. They do have a reverse gear. And I've missed that angle. Hello, Spidey. So yeah, there we have it. Another little run out there for you. Again, what's really going on with the running and running around on the bikes? Well, I do have to get some feel back, because we do have planned to do a couple of trips down to Rayong area for visiting Todd and who else is down there? I think we've got Marky Marks down there, and I think we've got a couple of other people down in the John Tim area as well. So yeah, we're going to do a few long trips at some stage in the November time frame, more than likely. But yeah, good time to get some runs in now. And as you said, it's just the predictable weather is the problem we have to deal with here. Is you just never know when the rain's going to come, and we got a little bit of spatter in there. But the camera on the helmet itself is waterproof, but the media kit that goes on that plugs all the microphones in, well, that's not. So you got a bit of a, it's one of those sort of things you got to deal with here when you're trying to get the right stuff together. And as of this time, I don't have the money to go and spend thousands of dollars on different types of kits and find they don't work either. I'll trust the Sony that I use all the time, and I use that one for B-roll, and it seems to do the job. Anyway, I'm out of here. I need to get a drink of water and have a Vegemite sandwich. Oh, that's right. You guys don't know how to make Vegemite yet, do you? Okay, let's see if we have to set this up, because I know I've seen some horror stories. Now, should this be a separate video, or should it be on the end of this video? I don't know. I'll cut the footage anyway. I want you to